Right, let's get on with race 13 of the meeting. It's Heat 3, Mini and Mini Rookie. Let's have a look at your starting grid. Jack Freeman starts from pole position. Vince van der Hollen, 2 wins out of 2. Can he make it the clean sweep today? Well, we'll find out in around about 8 or so minutes' time. AJ Berggraaf and Michael Zayak on row 2. Vic van Kampenhout and Jeff Verbeek, row 3. Victor Reitz and Oliver Spencer, row 4. Sebastian Brand and Boris Maligranda, row 5, completing the top 10. Kimi May, Can Osler, Tristan Abiels, Devram Yeter, Matthias Verreken, Max Moore, Ryan Rampadarath, Patrikas Jokius, Leon Herboz and Dimitar Lazarov round out the top 20. Maximilian Kiel, Oliver Hochreuter, Conor Heufer, Yolena Marie Schultz, Miko Leon Schwiers, Plamen Georgiev, Maxim Becker, Luan Zeidel and Kilian Kommer round out the top, well, the 29 strong grid on this field. 7 minutes on the clock plus an additional lap of racing. And then these drivers can have respite, can dry out the wetsuits, dry out the race overalls, dry out the boots. And then there'll be a little bit of work before dinner tonight to get the karts ready and looking pristine for tomorrow. Get rid of any tyre marks on the side pods. So also with this comes another factor that the drivers have to contend with. Even though the circuit is floodlit, the floodlights from up above will provide glare that will go into the driver's potential peripheral vision. And also, the biggest thing would be wearing clear visors. And clear visors at this point are probably the best, it's probably the best idea, because yes, everyone can see the whites of their eyeballs, like say if someone's looking in, but it also means that the peripheral vision, if a tinted or iridium visor is used, it does not compromise it. Tinted and iridium visors are obviously down to personal preference for the drivers. There you can see, it's either a combination of yellow style clear visors or just traditional clear plastic clear visors. So 7 minutes on the clock plus an additional lap. And if Vince van der Hollen does 3 in a row, he's on pole position for the superheat tomorrow morning. They're making us wait. The anticipation. You could cut through cold butter with a hot knife as the drivers accelerate out of the final corner into the tram lines. Red lights are on, red lights are out, we're underway. And the rooster tails of spray are literally from the front row to the back row of the field as everyone tries to make their way through turns 1 and 2. Vic van Kampenhout trying to go for 3rd place, but no opportunity there, I'm afraid. There was no room for him to try and squeeze that Formula K chassis through. For the rest of the field, towards the back part of it, 2x2 Noah's Ark style. As there are some drivers using the curbing on the inside of turn 6, some deciding to sweep to the outside as the rain continues to fall down here at Karting Genk. Vic van Kampenhout now finds himself in 3rd position, but he's going to be hard pushed because AJ Berggraaf is right with him in the 171. So the drivers now making their way down into turn 10. Vince van der Hollen is leading. Looks like, I think that is Jack Freeman in 2nd in the 193. Oh, a little bit of a moment there for the 28 of Matthias Verreken. So 5 3/4 minutes left on the timer to go. It's anyone's guess how the next few moments will pan out, as Oliver Spencer has gone to the traditional all-in-white helmet with a yellow clear visor and gets a couple of taps up the rear bumper courtesy of AJ Berggraaf. And there's the 126 who's just had, I think that might be, yeah, that was Michal Zayak getting through. And that was on Jeff Verbeek in the 126. Victor Reitz, Can Osler and Kimi May, the latter being coached by 2018 Grand Finals Minimax champion Farin Mega. The floodlights accentuate how much rain is physically falling here in the Limburg region. 4 minutes and 50 still to go, plus an additional lap. And Van der Hullen on course to do the clean sweep, but does do the likes of Jack Freeman in second, Vic van Kampenhout in third, Oliver Spencer in fourth, AJ Berggraaf in fifth. What do they have to say? Well, if they start squabbling between themselves, the biggest thing that will happen will be the fact that Vince van der Hullen will canter away into the distance. The gap now over 7.5 tenths after 2 laps. And the lap times are very much falling off a cliff face at the minute. 1 minute 18.9 from Vince van der Hullen. And in the meantime, Maxime Becker has made his way halfway through the field. He is up to 14th and has just put in the fastest lap of this race. 1 minute 18.099 seconds for the 155. So Freeman ahead of Spencer. Spencer now ahead of Van Kampenhout. Zayak in 5th. And, well, that's another position that Jack Freeman did not want to lose, and he's just lost third to Vic van Kampenhout. Everyone's sort of sandwiching up a little bit, so there's a couple of, when you're hitting the brakes and someone's a bit close towards the proximity of your rear bumper, sometimes it can't be avoided where your front bumper connects to the rear bumper of the cart in front, and then it causes a chain reaction. So Vince van der Hullen's lead will be a lot bigger, but he won't have Jack Freeman behind him. It's Oliver Spencer, 1.2 seconds behind as we head on to lap number 4. Freeman now behind Michal Zayak, and the 193 finds himself in 5th place. AJ Berggraaf in the 171 behind. Then it's the 126 of Jeff Verbeek, as we have had a change, I think. I think that might have been, well, Zayak has tried to get through. There's Maxime Becker. Absolutely has been rocketing up the order in all 3 heats today. And the wind is carrying that rain in a certain direction, as in the fact that the wind will always point the rain in one place, but it still will hit the tarmac underneath it. And also any driver that makes an unforced error at this moment will find themselves probably spinning off. And the first thing that you're going to encounter is wet grass, followed by mud, or it might be, if it's turn 10, it will be the other way around. So lap 4 set to be completed. So we've got 2 to go. 1 minute and 45 was when Vince van der Hullen went across the line. Well, we are going to be very, very close, actually. I think we're going to have 3 more laps, so we could hit 7 laps possibly, as now there's a bit of a skirmish between Michal Zayak, who's just got past Vic van Kampenhout for 3rd place, but the 124 looks up the inside at turn number 5. I'm not too sure if he got through. They still might be battling down the Europalaan, and Vic van Kampenhout has strode away by about a couple of kart lengths, and now finds himself with Oliver Spencer in the 142. Spencer is second and is only last time around was 1.1 seconds. There's Vince van der Hullen going down the short chute from turn 9 into turn 10. So all 29 drivers, including Plamen Georgiev from Belgium, who rounds out the 29 strong. Right, Maxime Becker has just picked up a 5-second time penalty as race control have found him to use the runoff area to overtake. So that is going to put Maxime Becker. Oh, that's outside of the top 15 at the moment. So we are on to our penultimate lap of this race, as Kimi May might have Maxime Becker looking up the inside, tries to get through at 4, through at 5. Kimi May shuts the door. Now into turn 6. Maxime Becker has got to do as much damage control as humanly possible right now, and he's looking up the inside through on Kimi May at turn 7, uses the curbing, gets through. So Maxime Becker retakes 7th, but Kimi May not wanting to give up that place easily. Timer has expired. Next time around, we go on to the final lap of heat stay for Mini and Mini Rookie. And Matthias Verreken in 12th position is leading Mini Rookie in this heat. Ryan Rampadarath is not in the top 3. He's 4th at the moment. As we go on to the final lap for Mini Max and Mini Rookie, Vince van der Hullen just around 1,200 metres away from the clean sweep. Oliver Spencer 2nd. Vic van Kampenhout in 3rd. Michael Zajek and Jack Freeman round out the top 5. As Maxime Becker trying to get through on the 193 of Jack Freeman, and he's going to go round the outside and makes it through before they even hit the inside of turn number 4. And Michael Zajek trying to get through on Vic van Kampenhout out of turn 6. Looks to be a little bit frustrated, judging by the body language and the hand signals being used. But this is the battle for P3. Let's not forget that Maxime Becker is 4.6 seconds behind Vince van der Hullen with a 5-second time penalty. That will put him 14th. But our leaders are making their way through, and very shortly, the 130 of Vince van der Hullen now exits out of turn number 11. Wasn't the quickest in qualifying, but made it count where it needed to the most. Out of the final corner, Belgium has got someone that's just done the clean sweep. Vince van der Hullen does the treble and puts himself on pole position for tomorrow's superheat. Fantastic display on home soil for the youngster. Oliver Spencer takes 2nd ahead of Vic van Kampenhout. So 2 Belgians in the top 3 in the final heat of the day. Poland, represented by Michael Zajek, takes 4th. Maxime Becker finishes 5th on the road, takes the fastest lap, but will end up 12th when the 5-second penalty is applied. Jack Freeman will thereby inherit 6th, ahead of AJ Berggraaf, Kimi May, Jeff Verbeek, and then we will see that, Maxime Becker will then be 9.039 seconds behind the race winner. And that will put him down behind Victor Reitz. Matthias Verreken will be 13th, will be behind Maxime Becker, Sebastian Brandt, Boris Marie Granda, Maximo Devremieta, Luan Seidel, Dimitar Lazarov, Conor Heufer, Ryan Rampadarath, Patrikas Jokius, Jolina Marie Schultz, and they just adjusted it. And Maxime Becker finishes 11th on that one. Leon Haubos, Miko Leon Schweers, Tristan Abils, Maximilian Kiel, Oliver Hochreuter, Kilian Kommer, and Plamen Georgiev round out the running order. But it's Vince van der Hullen who does the clean sweep. And in Mini Rookie, Matthias Verreken